Now, if vial is kept along the waist and the autoclave is maintained as per the desired temperature, pressure, and duration, then vial has to be taken out. It has to go for incubation. Now, you tell me, after incubation, how to say that whether your batch operated using autoclave is properly desired temperature, desired efficiency achieved or not. While is there now, incubated. Now, how to find whether your autoclave is properly operated or not? Now, Meghaji, if the
Sir,
vial
I
does
can't
not
hear your
change,
question properly. Can you please repeat?
uh, if the vial after incubation does not changes its color, that indicates
Yes.
that it is maintained desired temperature, pressure, and duration. Suppose if there is a change in the color of vial after incubation, what does it mean? There is a activity. If there is a activity, therefore there is a change in the color. Therefore, you are not
Okay.
operated the autoclave properly. Therefore, you are not achieved the desired efficiency. That is the meaning. Okay. Any other doubts, please? If you have any doubts, you
Okay.
can. Otherwise, you can. Uh, continue. Now, can you please tell me what type of, how much percentage, what is the composition of general waste and infection waste is generated from the hospitals?
The general waste is 85, and I think biomedical waste is 15%, 10 to 15%.
So, 80% is general waste and infection hazard waste is about 20%. Okay. How many types of color are
Yes.
the types of waste are there as per biomedical waste rules?
Red, yellow, white, and blue.
There are four categories of waste. One is red, yellow, white.
Yellow, white, and blue.
Okay. Now you tell me which waste is highly infectious, yellow or blue waste.
Yellow.
Yellow.
Yellow
Yellow
is
is
highly
highly infectious.
infectious.
Hello.
Now,
सर तो किसी
and
बोल
you are
रहा
going for
हूँ
treatment of this yellow crab waste by what type of technologies? Yellow crab waste is treated by what type of technologies? Either by incineration
Inspection, plasma analysis.
Great.
or deburring. Now you tell me now, when is the deburring is permitted for disposal? Where the deburring is
Mi-
permitted for disposal. Suppose if there is no any confesty within the within if there is no any confesty or no healthcare the treatment facility in the healthcare facility, especially in the rural areas, deep burial method is permitted. Okay, you have to remember this. Deep burial is permitted only in rural areas where there is no access to the confesses. Okay, now any waste generated from healthcare facility has to be treated and disposed of only through a confesty which is located at what distance?
17 kilometers.
75, not 17, 75, 75 kilometers. If it is generated by the hospital, can be treated and disposed of only through a confesty located within 75
Kilometers.
kilometers.
75 kilometers.
Now you tell me, red waste has to be the treated by autoclave or microwave or hydroclave, followed by shredding. What is the purpose of shredding, please? Anybody can guess?
To prevent reuse of the
To avoid reuse of waste. Therefore, we use generally shredding is a must. Okay. Then, what the type of label used in case of the infectious hazardous waste? What type of label is used? There is a label called as what? Biohazard label. Now, similarly, the cytotoxic drugs has to be go into the yellow color bag. But what is the type of label used in case of cytotoxic drugs? Label C. That use a label called C.
people.
Yeah, Anuradha ji, you want to say something? Anuradha ji, you want to say something, please, or do you have any questions? No, your voice is not clear. have any questions, if you are not in a position to convey, you can leave the message, please. You can leave the message, drop the message so that let me have a look at that message then. Yeah, Anuradha, can you leave the message, please? Any question? Okay. Now, what is the preferred option in case of waste management hierarchy? Most preferred option in case of waste management hierarchy is what? Can you hear me, please? What is the most preferred waste management hierarchy? Prevention of waste generation is the most preferred waste management hierarchy. And what is the least preferred option in the waste management hierarchy is the disposal.
Disposal,
For
sir.
how many hours? By how many hours highly infectious waste has to be disposed of as per rules? Within how many hours the biomedical waste has to be disposed of?
48
Within
hours.
48 hours, sir.
Yeah, 48 hours. Please kindly remember. And by what day, by what time, the annual report has to be submitted by the healthcare facility? For the annual report for the previous year, they submit by what day? By June 30th of every year. I'm
30th
telling
June.
you, whatever the questions I'm going to ask you now, you have to remember this will be definitely will be there in the exam. Then, can you please tell me up to how many years the biomedical waste records maintained by the hospital has to be maintained? For how many years is that to keep the records? All the questions, whatever I'm asking you, they are going to be there in the exam definitely. Up to how many years the records has to be maintained by the hospital? Anybody guess, please?
So 10 years.
Yeah, 5 years. They have to maintain
5
the record
years.
of 5
Okay.
years. Okay. Then you please tell me, everybody healthcare worker has to be immunized against what type of the diseases? Definitely against hepatitis and tetanus.
Right, is fine.
Then, what is the temperature to be maintained in case of incinerator in primary chamber? Temperature you have to maintain a temperature of in primary chamber is 800 degrees centigrade, whereas in secondary chamber you have to maintain a temperature of 1050 degrees centigrade. What is the residence time you have to maintain in secondary chamber of the incinerator? 2 seconds. You have to remember this, definitely this temperature and pressure also. Then, if any violation is there by the hospital or a operator of a COMFST, under what rules or under what sections of the EP Act we can take actions? Can you please remember? One is Section 5 and Section 15 of the EP Act. We can take actions against the operator of a COMFST or a healthcare facility in case if there is a violation of rules. Therefore, can you please tell me what are the burn technologies available? Incineration and plasma pyrolysis. What are the non-burn technologies available for treatment of waste, healthcare waste? Like
Autoclave.
autoclave, dry sterilization technologies. Yes, please. Any other doubts, please? Otherwise, we can conclude here. Any other doubts? Okay, then. If not, and we can conclude. Yes, sir. Argo bonus, sir. We can conclude at this stage, please, sir.
Yes, thank you very much. It was a nice presentation. Though little number of students were present today, maybe due to problem in communication. Of course, we had sent communication on 8th of May, and
They
today
would not.
morning also we sent SMS. But I failed to understand why the students did not turn up in full. Anyway, we will send the recordings to the email ID of all the students so that those who have missed the session today, they will be able to watch the recordings.
That copy also can send me, sir. That copy also can send me, and
Okay.
for whom you have sent. Let me have a look at it also. Okay, sir.
Yes, yes, definitely I will do that, sir.
Okay.
So thank
Thank
you
you.
very much once again. So it was a wonderful presentation from your side.
Thank you. Thank you.
So thank you,
Thank you all.
students. Okay, thank you.
Thank you also once again.
Thank you.
अब बस और भी